I'm here with?
Jesse Gunn. I'm working on a strip called Elkie Dory.
Okay.
It's kind of started as a web comic, and it's become such a field that's so wide now that you really do have to. I've found that you really got to get it in people's hands physically in order for them to kind of connect with it, just because of just how wide the entire industry's gotten. So it's kind of working from both angles and see what hands out better, either web or print.
Oh, cool. Trying to hit like the masses at many different angles.
Yes.
So, what's the story behind Elkie Dory?
Elkie Dory is a story about two guys that started a moonshine business at a time where nobody does it anymore, and they are able to lay claim to the title that they're the greatest ones around doing it. Very soon afterwards, they find out that there really aren't all the last. They aren't the only game in town, that there is competition, and them trying to come to grips with how do you compete, how do you deal with it, but at the same time it's a very humor-based strip. They get distracted easily. There's a reason that they tried to get into something that they're not, that they didn't expect competition with. They didn't really want to have to fight for how they were making a living. And they're picking up any help they can get along the way and trying to establish their own turf and just trying to hold on to a title that they just took out of default, and now they find out they have to defend.
So basically, they wanted the easy road, and it didn't become so easy for them.
Right.
Cool. It looks pretty cool. So some of the questions we're asking today is Star Wars, Star Trek. Where do you fall on that?
On the two, I liked Star Wars more, just because I was a lot more kind of action-oriented.
Yeah.
There was a lot more diplomacy, and there was a lot more moral concerns in Star Trek, which writing-wise I can respect, but as far as something I'm going to sit down and take in, I guess it was on at a certain time of day that I didn't feel like being challenged mentally in that way, and which was kind of interesting when you see when they went to, especially taking the later shows and turning them into movies, that they tried to take something that was very cerebral and turn it into an action movie.
Yeah,
and there was kind of a divergence in theme. I'm really not any happier as far as prequels on Star Wars than anybody else is, but if nothing else, I like that it's gotten a generation that, it kind of before had to be talked into watching a movie that was 30-some years old, kicking 40 now. So, if nothing else, it was an avenue to get them into it, and I think in time as they mature from being little kids that are impressed with the sword fighting and actually seeing what the real meat of the story is.
Gotcha. So Han or Han, how are you saying that one?
I would say Han.
Yep, I wouldn't say you're wrong, but that's just my opinion. Some people, we've gotten 2 or 3 hands today, so I'm feeling that.
It's, I always said Han, everybody I talk to said Han, but here and over there for me.
Yeah, cool. So zombie invasion breaks out at the con today. What's the first thing you're doing?
First thing I'm doing, I know that there was a guy selling katanas down at the other end. That's first, although I know I got a long run. So I'll probably start off with the skateboards here and work my way, grab some of these easels for a little more reach. But it's going to be a lot of hide and seek as I make my way to something a little more
safe.
Yeah, a little more safe. I mean, seriously, this is first level for Dead Rising for me, man. This is not bottom tier right now.
That's very cool. That's probably been one of the best answers thus far. You brought in the swords. He was talking about the swords. Nobody else has brought that. They're like, I'm going to get guns. Like, no, there's no guns here.
I need access.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you figure this is a high density of people. I mean, once it breaks out, it's going to be quick. And things are going to get thick real fast.
So, contact information, how can we find you? You're on the internet, you got a website, Twitter, Facebook.
I got the home website all set up. I've been trying to anything else info you're going to pick up from there. Still working on kind of putting together a Facebook for it. It became a necessity. It really has. At first, I kind of dismissed it as far as for the type of work I'm doing. Maybe it just isn't suited for it, but it's become expected now. So we're really hitting that point where anything like that, you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
Go.
AKA Paigey.
Tell us a little bit about what you're working on currently.
Sure, yeah. I do a lot of pin-up inspired artwork, especially that of like 50s style cheesecake. I also do a lot of roller derby portraits, and I also do bout posters, especially for Charm City Roller Girls down here in Baltimore. I also have an art book. I just had a toy made into production, Miss Mary Jane, who is available through patchtogether.com.
That is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Is that based all on your design?
Yeah. It's actually based on my my Miss Mary Jane character, who I kind of did on a whim one day. Yeah, right here.
That's
It's
awesome.
my Miss Mary Jane character. I kind of did her on a whim one day, and then the original picture really took off, and then just for craps and giggles, I submitted her into Patch Together, and it kind of has the same kind of voting system as Threadless does, where you submit a design and then it gets voted on, and then once you get a certain amount of votes, it gets put into production, and then they'll actually sell the actual product for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a really good, it's a good website. You should check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I love. We don't really get too many of these unique superheroes.
Yeah.
Was there any influence on that, or is it?
Yeah, that would be my early to mid 20s.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. So for you, is it Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Okay. So Han.
She's Star Trek.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm gonna hit you up with a question then too.
This is my associate Penny. Hello.
Notice no lipstick on the teeth.
Yes.
She's good. So is it a Han or Han?
I say Han.
All right, you're not wrong.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So if anybody's
Because
even
that would be
judging me,
embarrassing.
yeah. And for you, the only equivalent we can go with is con or can.
Con. There's an H. It's not silent.
You're talking about.
French, all right?
You never know. And since everybody's got the zombie theme going, and we're big fans of zombies. The zombies break out here at the convention. What's the first thing you're doing?
Oh, I'm gonna scream and cry like a little girl because I'm terrified of zombies.
Oh, really? So no, like running necessarily.
no,
There's no weapons you're grabbing that are available here.
I guess I could grab this.
There you go.
And just kind of swing it around a bit.
There you go. Are you looking out for your friend?
I will be personally trying to sell the zombies on one of the websites that are only going for $10 right now.
Isn't she awesome?
I know.
Even during zombie apocalypse, she's such a great.
Still marketing, still
Yeah, she's
pitching,
still a
and
great
selling.
marketer.
You know, I mean, just because they're undead does not mean that they do not have cash to spend.
Yeah, they still probably have some in their pockets.
And they want to read, you know? It's not just eating all the time. It was cool. So, contact information, website?
Oh yeah,
Facebook?
I have a blog. It is the Art of Paigey at blogspot.com. And then I'm also on Facebook. You can look me up, Paige Pumphrey on Facebook for my personal page. It's Pumphrey with a P, not an H.
Okay.
Like Humphrey. And then I also have a fan page there as well on Facebook. That's just under Paige.
Okay. Very cool.
Awesome. And I'm also on Twitter as
Okay.
well, Paigey Pumphrey.
Okay. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very nice meeting you.
I'm Rayford Roberts, artist and writer of Plastic Farm.
Use a 30-second synopsis.
I'll give you the rope pitch. Plastic Farm is a story of a man named Chester who's slowly losing his mind, and how that madness is reshaping reality in many strange, terrifying, and hilarious ways.
I like this, very professional.
Yeah, I've said that so many times.
So you're losing a little part of your soul each time with that?
A little bit.
So for you, is it Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Okay. So Han or Han? Han. Finally. Well, not finally. We're getting some interesting takes on that. I don't know where Han came from. So it's
Han!
yeah.
We have to save Han from the bounty hunter.
Yeah. Zombies break out here. What happens if the zombies invade? What are you doing? What's the first thing you do?
First thing I do is open that goddamn loading dock and run. Children and crippled people if necessary.
What about your wife?
Oh, she's coming with me.
All right, okay.
I can run.
She'll keep up.
And contact info.
That's love.
No, I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You hope. You hope. You're
I'm
just like.
sorry. I'm not playing this for her. She's contact info. You can find me at plasticfarm.com, plasticfarm.com. I'm on Twitter also. It's Plastic Farm once again. Facebook. It's Plastic Farm. I really have no name. My name is now Plastic Farm. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
That's all right. Well, Mr. Farm, it was nice interviewing you. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.